Welcome to the first match of the day. It's Group B in this third group stage. It's romanticized as the playground, and in the bottom right, it's in the BlueCheese as the Terran, and he's starting with the Reaper into Factory after he started the expansion as well. In the top left-hand corner, we have the Protoss player representing the ePunks. It is PappiJoe, with not even trying to go for the wall-off. No wall-off over here to maybe block the Reaper, no wall-off over there to have the same cause. He's just building the buildings and has the Nexus on the way as well. And yeah, let's see. I mean, work is transferring over to the expansion already. First Stalker is there. I really like the decision to go Stalker first over Adept first in a PvT. But yeah, sometimes if your opponent just goes for it very fast Reaper, then maybe that's possible, or that's the better choice. Depends on the map as well, we all know. So for now, I guess PappiJoe is alright against the Reaper. He's actually leading in terms of workers, as you can see. And oh wait, I had to do something. And we have a look on the left hand side where the starport is getting built proxy for Radko, or BlueCheese it is. Okay, so what's the plan? Robo is there. And with the Robo, what do we expect? Do we expect some... I mean, I would say charge lots, but there's no Twilight Council. So it might be Stalkers actually, right? Or just the models? We will see. Okay, there's a Medivac, so this must be Hellions. Yeah, that's the Hellion drop build that we see. Expansion in the meantime is done. We have more workers coming over. Everything's going to get scouted right here with the Phoenix that we see from PappiJoe. And there's the drop going across with this Medivac. Well, and there we go. Hello, Mineraline. Oh, workers getting pulled. He likes that. Nice force field use, but then again, yeah, the dropship is making this pretty easy to dodge it. 10 workers down already, so BlueCheese having a really good time here in the Mineraline of his opponent. The Medivac tries to get out, so he sacrifices the Hellions instead of the Medivac, and I think that decision is good. We have 15 workers going down from PappiJoe. And I think Radko, BlueCheese here, did a pretty good job. I mean, he was sacrificing some workers that he might have built otherwise. So he was behind in terms of worker count, but right now we have 35, 36. So that's pretty much okay-ish, I would say. So Starport comes back home. Next command center is on the way. We're going to see Bio here. What's that? That's the Reaper. Just trying to like take a look, but didn't really happen here. So shield battery comes in. Third Nexus is available, as you can see, for PappiJoe. We have the Robo Bay and the first Colossus on the way. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see extended thermal lens in a second. Also Twilight Counts started. Twilight Council. Stop the council. Okay, this Reaper now is going to be dead. Okay, we have 3 tanks. Yeah, upgrades starting. Combat shields and stim as well. Another barracks. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a push, I guess, with taking the expansion afterwards, or simultaneously actually, when he's going to start his way over. But as well, he might just put the tanks over here and wait a little bit longer. I mean, both could be the case. His upgrades are not finished that much, so maybe, yeah, that's the more likely option now when I take a look at the upgrades, which is +1 for example, also combat shields and stim not done. And it wouldn't have been done if he just marches across the map, so this will be delayed a little bit more. So yeah, Zealot charge it is. And +1 attack. More gateways. And I guess we have a Warp Prism, right? Oh, no, we don't. So we have 3 Colossus in a second. But we have no Warp Prism yet. But it's going to be a lot of Zealots coming in as well. Yeah, this looks like... What is it? Is it the 4th base? Oh no, it's just the depot. Build on the right hand side to prevent potential drops. Same thing happens at the bottom. I like that. I mean, it's most of a thing that we see from Protoss players, like building pylons, for example, over here. Or maybe like over here or something. Now we have an observer here for PappiJoe, but for Terrans, it mostly is just Marines getting sent across the map instead of building depots, I guess. But yeah. BlueCheese takes another approach right here. We have the high ground vision with the medivacs, and we have all these tanks sieged right there. They're pretty much in the back, so it's going to be a slow push, let's say. Doesn't mean that it has to be bad. Okay, there's a cannon on the left. We have the overcharge getting started immediately, but this just is some time that he buys. And now let's take a look at this. The Archons are coming in on the right. The Colossus also doing a good job. He's trying to split this stuff up. It's a lot of tanks here, but I think that should be broken, shouldn't it? Yes. There we go. PappiJoe going for the moves. And, oh, the one medivac goes down even. So, with defending this, PappiJoe actually taking the army lead as well for his second tier. He has the Warp Prism with his army, so it's not going to be a big thing that his reinforcements will take a long time or something. They will be here in a matter of seconds. Oh, cancelled one of the Zealots there, as you saw. But yeah, he's just marching in. He just smells his chance to take this game. There's one tank left. That is going to be destroyed. The Zealots connecting. We still have a lot of Archons trying to tank this thing. And yeah, Vikings are coming in, but they are a little bit late to the party, right? GG by BlueCheese. PappiJoe takes the lead. We're heading into map number 2. That's Pillars of Gold. We're in the bottom left with BlueCheese as the Terran that you see. Guess we're going to see the Reaper first again. And in the top right hand corner, here we go with our Protoss leading this series. Match point to advance to the Minas match. It's PappiJoe for the ePunks. He promised me a rematch in the final. He better deliver. True story. I mean, you did your part for that. So now it's PappiJoe's duty to follow. There's the Cyber Core again after Nexus. And yeah, the workers on the other side just to go for some scouting. Did we have some... No, BlueCheese is not going for a scout at all. Okay, so what do we expect from the players? I guess BlueCheese, if I'm not mistaken, was really good in doing multi-prom harassment. So he was going for medivac drops left and right. And really keeping the opponent busy. And more or less plays pretty solid while doing so. So let's see if that's going to be the case here in map number 2. And if he can go to that stage. Sometimes he was also just playing a push that you saw before. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But in the end, he's a pretty good player. And let's see what he can put to the table now. We have a bunker here. We see that most of the time. We also have the factory and the starport this time being built in the main base. So it kind of looks like a drop build, right? There's a tech lab with 1, tech lab. There's a factory with 1 tech lab. That's the way around it. There's the robo. So it feels kind of like PappiJoe might go for the same thing again. But let's see. I mean, it's just the beginning. But playing the robo before either Stargate or Twilight mostly goes to Colossus, right? But I saw a lot of Protoss player also going for the Zealot Charge stuff, and it worked out quite convincingly at some stages, so I don't know. This might be a thing again. Third base, by the way, starting for PappiJoe. We have the Reaper knocking on the front door, but yeah, nothing really happening here. There's this sentry still over here, and now he's getting the scout, but what does he see? Oh, he sees the Robo Bay coming in right that second he is here. First worker goes down, and that's going to be it for the Reaper, but he got the scout. Okay, swap coming in. So I guess that looks pretty much the same thing as before. So we're going to see shield upgrade here in a second. First, 1 Marauder is getting built. We also have a Raven. I like that. Maybe he was expecting, or most likely I guess he was expecting an Observer coming in for Blink Stalkers. That's what we see a lot. As, yeah, Raven having the perfect response to see the Observers. And yeah, you see upgrades coming in. Combat shields for the Marines on the way. Did he see the third already? I guess not. No, he did not. Yeah, next thing is 1 Immortal. He's not researching anything over here, but I guess he's still going for the Colossus. Yes, he does. And he's even chrono boosting the building that was just half through chrono boost beforehand. So he wants to have that Colossus without any delay. Yeah, BlueCheese again, a little bit behind in terms of worker count by 13. I mean, Protoss might have a little bit higher worker count at that stage, but still, 14 is quite nice, I would say. Mules do something, but not all of the gap is getting closed with this. And therefore, it looks like we're going to see another 2-base push, right? And let's not forget about the thing that we don't have a Hellion drop in here right now that killed 15 workers. So it actually is PappiJoe, like, what is it, 15 workers ahead. Like, that's straight up the number. I thought the players from Isimba merged with Axon. I don't know. I mean, I was asking BlueCheese before the whole tournament started if he's still playing for Isimba, but he said no, he's team led. So that's all the information that I have. Okay, so that's what we see with the pylons here. All over the place. There's a probe. There's the observer. Does he see the drop though? He does not. Oh, the observer is out of position. So Widowmine drop in the main base is going to be there in a second. And yeah, scan over here, and the attack will maybe pull the army out of position. Oh, but he realizes. Alright. Okay. So handled that quite alright. We had quite a few kills though with the Raven over here. 6 worker going down with this one. And 1 more. Oh, maybe the shield battery is going to take care of that. Okay. So, BlueCheese going for the 3rd base. Adding some workers already. And he was dropping to the main base. Oh my god. How did I miss this one? And yeah, he's standing right here next to the Nexus. The Colossus there. And I guess that was a recall from PappiJoe, wasn't it? Must have been. It's not enough though. GG is called. And BlueCheese equals out this series. Let's go and take a look at map number 3. It's Lightshade, and we start in the bottom right hand corner with BlueCheese, aka Rutgo, in the game. And yeah, I mean, not a surprise here. Same thing on the other side. We have a gateway and the Nexus, and I guess the Nexus is going to follow in the top left hand corner. It's PappiJoe for the ePunks. go. And on the other side, 400 minerals are available. But BlueCheese is not starting a command center yet. Is he a little bit delayed, and why? Nothing happened so far, did it? Okay, he's starting the Reaper now. He has the 400, okay. Feels a little delayed, but on the other side it doesn't. But maybe he just has some more minerals than usual? I have no clue. So, factory follow-up is there. And we're going to stick to the standard on both sides. No proxies till now. Nothing else happening here. And so while we're in the early game and not that much will happen. Oh, we have a little bit of an oversaturation here at the gas. PappiJoe going for the renewable energy, I guess. And yeah, doesn't see the boundaries of this. But yeah, I wanted to go and take a look at the Meteorino prediction actually. You can follow the Reaper in the meantime for a second here. And the prediction actually is BlueCheese advancing 78%. Second place would be PappiJoe with 48. Third is Marsman with 43. And Gyarados has 32%. That's what the prediction of Aligulag is. But yeah, let's see. I mean, it could all be turned around by just having a win now, because the prediction for this matchup actually is a 2-1 victory for BlueCheese. So if that's going to change, the whole setup is going to change, right? Okay, there's a little bit of a run by checking out the third base, taking down the probe. And PappiJoe is pretty much sticking to his opener, didn't he? There's the two sentries, we have the Robo. And I guess we're going to see Colossus one more time. But BlueCheese is changing it up this time with a Banshee and Cloak, and I guess therefore we're going to see a second Banshee as well. And a little bit more defensive in what he does on the other side. Maybe take the third base in the main and get a few tanks besides this and then go over. But how much did he scout actually? Okay, he saw the Robo, and I mean, if he remembers, this is the setup from game 1 and 2 as well, so he might already have in mind that this might be Colossus, as it might be, since the Robotics Bay is there again. Yeah, then Banshees are pretty good, right? Because you mostly don't go for... Oh wait, is he now is he moving out? So he's going in with the Banshee somewhere. Wait, where's Banshee number? Oh, it's in the main base already. Man, I missed it. But it's getting 2 kills, 3 kills, and shield batteries finished. And it was a little early. I was expecting him to wait for the second Banshee actually, but he didn't. At the same time though, right now he's moving forward to go and take an attack to the third base with the other Banshee and some more Marines. The army looks not that big actually. The Banshee is doing a good job, but we have the Observer here, so that's going to help. There we go with all these units, and BlueCheese has like 35 supply. I'm wondering that PappiJoe is actually trying to defend this base. 2 bunkers are coming in. I guess they will be cancelled in a second here. Oh, the Colossus is trying to do something. We have some Zealots coming in as well. Must be careful with the Colossus. Just don't go into range. Oh, he's actually trying to save the base, isn't he? But the Colossus is going too far to the front. Man, that might be a pretty big mistake here for him. Next Colossus getting chrono boosted, but we just have 1 pylon here. So if BlueCheese just goes forward, this might already be the thing. Take down the pylon, no more Colossus, and PappiJoe is going for the next expansion while getting attacked. I mean, I think if he wouldn't have lost the Colossus, I think he would have been completely fine now. And I think it's lucky for him that BlueCheese actually goes back home. I think he could have pushed on, right? So yeah, let's see how that is going to go. Next Nexus on the way. PappiJoe is like, come on, just let me get this twice. Takes the second Nexus, or retakes this one on the left again. Observer goes over to the top, scouting for some potential drops, or maybe even Banshees. Okay, there's one Reaper that might be taken down now. But yeah, PappiJoe needs to get some units into the game. And it cannot be only Colossus and Stalkers. He needs some more Zealots, for example. He needs maybe an Immortal in there or two to just block some shots. And there's no Observer here. So it's... Okay, there's one. He's actually moving in Observer direction. That's very smart. Turning around there. And can't reach it though. Oh, the one Stalker. Easy peasy for BlueCheese. So yeah, one more Banshee still here. And we have, what is it? 2 Banshees on the other side. With 10 kills already. So they are going to do a lot of stuff here as well. And there's almost no anti-air. And there's no observers. What's happening, PappiJoe, man? And yeah, you see? The Banshee taken down now. But 18 worker kills. And he's 16 behind now. 4 Banshees killed, but 25 workers, I guess, is a good trade there. And on the other side, you see, BlueCheese is preparing already. He's gathering some forces. He has +1/+1 almost finishing, as well as Stim that you can see on the right hand side already. So I kind of expect him to go for the next push, potentially taking down the 3rd base, or one of the bases actually, 3rd or 4th. He saw both of those, so he can, yeah, just attack into one location, right? This observer tells PappiJoe where he's going, so that's something at least for the Protoss player. But as you see, the army supply and also the worker supply, you will just have the impression, maybe the same as me, that BlueCheese has a pretty damn good shot of winning here. And yeah, going forward doesn't really help that much. 3 Colossus are pretty nice. He's slowing down the push, I like that, with going forward a little bit, but he needs to be really careful not to lose too much. 1 shield battery over here, I'm not sure, guys. I actually would transfer the workers over to the left hand side immediately, because that's not a position that you want to hold, right? I mean, just send them over here. Go for the shield batteries in this location, and then you might be fine. The Yami is just too big. And you can see, BlueCheese just goes for the drop into the main base again, because he knows he can. And there we go, Pylon goes down, no more upgrades, no more blink, no more +1. And he's going into the middle line. Some Zealots trying to help here, but that's, yeah, just a delay of stuff, guys. On the left hand side, next push comes in, Colossus goes down. There's a Widow Mine even that doesn't even get a connection here. Pylon goes down, and here we go with the Nexus getting attacked. In the main base still, everything has been taken down. At least the Thermal Lance finishes there in the end, but it doesn't matter, guys. Not enough stuff left for PappiJoe. He has to GG, and therefore BlueCheese goes to the winners match.